This is one of many videos from the protests in Delhi's Jamia Millia Islamia University that went viral. In this video, you can see a group of students taking refuge inside a house. Most of the students are women. The police then enters the driveway, drags away the sole young man among the students and starts thrashing him with lathis. Two women students rush out, surround their male friend and provide him cover. Intriguingly, this is also the same video where this man in the red t-shirt, who is neither a police officer nor a student but is still wielding a lathi, surfaces. Jamia students are asking, who is this outsider? They say their peaceful protests were infiltrated by outsiders like him. But millions of Indians are also wondering, who are these brave young women who saved their male friend and took the lathis on themselves? One of the striking things about the student agitation against the Modi government's controversial new Citizenship Law has been the women leading from the front, whether at the Aligarh Muslim University or here at Jamia Millia Islamia. This was another image, for example, that went completely viral. Young women astride a roof, punching the sky with their arms. We set out to Jamia to find out who are these women. We set out to tell the story of these two extraordinary photographs, twin images really, that we thought captured the spirit of a new female confidence. And then we made an extraordinary discovery. The women in both the photographs are the same. Aysha, Renna and Ladida Farzana, all of 22 years old, both from Kerala. There are two images that have caught India's attention. One image in which you can see young women on top of the roof of a car raising slogans, and another video that has gone viral in which you can see a young man, a student, being dragged out of a house and being attacked with lathis by policemen of the Delhi police, till 2 or 3 young women run out, give him cover and protect him. These are the images that have really caught the country's attention. And here we're going to talk to these women and the young man that they saved. Ladida, Aysha, the 2 young students, in fact, they are common to both of those images that have gone viral, and Shaheen, the young man who we saw in that video, and you can see his injuries, being dragged out and being attacked with lathis. And you know, one of the reasons that even as I'm saying this, I'm almost smiling is because there's something inspiring for me as a woman to see these 2 young women, Ladida and Aysha, having shown the kind of strength, the idealism of youth and the courage that they have shown. And I'm going to talk to them in just a moment, but I just want you to tell us how they came and literally protected you by surrounding you.
See, I know these girls, they're from, we are a family, we know each other.
You all are friends, yeah?
No, she was my junior in my undergrads. Okay. Ladida, I know her for a long time. We are family, we'll protect each other. When I try to protect them, they try to protect me. We don't have that discrimination over there. We are going to be there for each other. If we are going to die, we are going to die together. That's the whole thing. We have nothing else. You're
also smiling.
See, the message we want to put out there, it has been conveyed. This is collateral damages. I'm like, you know, it looks really bad, but yeah, it's fine. We are smiling. I think so. Modi is a bit worried right now. That's what we need. A bit worried, it's fine for us.
You feel you've got the message through on the citizenship bill and the NRC. Now, I want to talk to these women here, Ladida and Aysha, who, as I said, have caught the country's imagination. I just want to tell you that these girls, I'm calling them girls because I'm double their age. These girls are in their early 20s, 22, Ladida and Aysha. And both of those photographs, both of those images that you saw, the 2 women on top of the car and the women surrounding Shaheen, are these 2 heroes, or sheroes should I call them. Ladida, have you any idea how many people you and Aysha have inspired?
We have no idea. It's happened within one night, I think. But at that time, inside of my mind, just one thing, that he's our brother. We should protect him.
He is being, of course, Shaheen with a smile and a little putty on his nose. But at that moment when you ran out and you literally surrounded him and you were, you know, and that image we can see the police is coming to you with lathis. Weren't you scared?
No, literally not. We are not scared.
What was in your mind at that time?
He's our brother. If like him, what he said exactly, whatever in our mind, that was, he's our brother. If we will fight together. If we will die together. That was in our mind at that time.
We saw you coming out and covering Shaheen. But did the police then lathi charge you, or did they go away?
Yes, they lathi charged us. We had a confidence they won't, but they lathi charged us.
They actually hit you?
Yeah, hit you on my back. They hit with lathi. I was just covering, lie on up on it.
And were there any women police there?
No.
No woman police, no.
There was no woman.
No, but when that Shaheen incident happened and you gave him cover, they actually came and hit you after that?
Yes, they were hitting me. They hit me over here and muscles are damaged.
Actually, they want to hit the Shaheen, but when we covered him,
You got the
yeah, we got the lathis, yeah.
And when you were both standing on top of that car bonnet, what were you doing?
That was not car. That was a wall.
It was a wall. It looked like a car.
Yeah, Mirza Ghalib statue's wall was that.
Okay. So you were standing on a wall and raising those slogans.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were standing on top of that wall, how did you? What was going through your mind?
Just
It was an electrifying image.
we thought we did right. We are on right path. That I thought at that time.
Rather than we wanted to hear our voice in miles and miles apart. Mainly in order to address the crowd, in order to hear our voice, we climbed over there and we wanted our voice to be heard, each and every one, because we are representing a group of people for a good cause, for a common cause. So the very fine thing which in my mind was, I wanted to raise the voice as much as I can, and I wanted to make my voice reach miles and miles.
Now tell me something, like people are really saying that what's different about these protests is that women, the women of Jamia have really come forth as strong. Do you see yourselves as these new female heroes?
Not like heroes. We just thought if we will not do, then who will do? That was in our mind when we were planning for a march from girls' hostel. That's why we called a march from girls' hostel. That was the starting, I think. Then we didn't think that it will be like this much attention. Yeah, etc. But feeling good, alhamdulillah.
I want to talk a little bit about the issue itself. I think that's very important, that in this debate we have to remind people why students were protesting. I also want to ask you about the violence that took place. The fact is that there are many of you who are injured, but there are also policemen who have been injured. The students gave a very strong statement. I'll start with you, Shaheen, disassociating from the violence. Do you condemn absolutely in uncertain terms any violence, any arson, any torching of buses? And are you willing to say with confidence that the students are not responsible?
With full confidence, I can say that it was not students. None of it was students. None of it can be from the mob, the massive protest that started from Batla, because they were scattered. Only these girls were left over there. But the burning happened after that. I was with all the other...
So you're saying it's not the students?
It's not the students. It's not the students, even not the protesters from Batla.
And you would condemn violence? And you would welcome an independent inquiry, like I've been suggesting an independent judicial inquiry into how this violence happened. What would you think?
See, that is one of the issues. The second issue is the whole thing happened, the whole incident happened in New Friends Colony. It's kilometers away from Jamia Millia University. Why did they come to the Jamia Millia University? Why did they come to the libraries? Why did they come to the girls' hostel? Why did they enter the masjids where people are praying?
The police?
Oh, yeah, the police and the other forces. What are they doing inside over there?
So I want you to both to tell me a little bit, one, about that video first. What exactly was happening? You were all inside a house and you thought you'd be protected because the police can't enter a house. And then we see in the video that the police dragged Shaheen out. What was happening exactly?
Actually, we were backside of the march at that time. We don't know what happened front side. Suddenly we saw that the people ran back and they're screaming, and we just hide backside of the tree. Then at that time people ran away. No one was there. Only police was there and very few people, me, Renna, and some of our friends. Then Shaheen came there to protect us. Actually, then
there were a lot of casualties was happening. So we were trying to help the casualties. None of the protesters was there. At that time they came him, and they had this tear gas thing.
Tear gas. That was the when they fired the tear gas, I have asthma issue. I couldn't breathe. Actually, I felt chili powder inside in my chest. So they tried to give me the treatment. I have inhaler. I'm using inhaler, but police didn't allow for that. I think.
And then they went in and they dragged. I can see in that picture.
No. They take
that. Actually, we take her inside that house courtyard in order to give her the first aid. So we were telling them we are taking her in order to give the first aid. But suddenly from somewhere a group of policemen, two or one first row of the policemen covered over the gate, and they started and they were telling like come out. And then we told no, we won't come out. At that time we raised the slogan of Delhi police go back. So I think we had a confidence that they won't be having lathi charge over the girls because that is an unlawful thing. So in that confidence, I just dragged them. I just put them outside. Please go back.
And then I see in the video they pull Shaheen out.
They pulled Shaheen out. Even at that moment also, we were thinking that by covering him, they won't attack him, but they won't attack us.
girls now. So they will not attack the girls.
So we all saw that video, and as I asked you, and I have to ask you again, no fear at all. You're seeing these men, you're seeing your friend Shaheen is smiling there, you can see the smile on his face. No fear.
We are being addressed of a great fear, that is CAA and the Hindutva government. That is the great fear which we have. We don't have any kind of fear over this government, police or anyone. We will be
only our God, okay?
Yeah.
We are sujooding in front of our God, Allah. Okay, we are fearing only Him. We don't have any
police, none of the authorities. We don't fear them.
I want to ask you in one line, because for people to understand, why is this issue so important that students everywhere are protesting against it? What do you fear about the Citizenship Amendment Act as it now is?
It's a matter of existence. If actually it happened first with the Kashmir issue. At that time we kept quiet, we kept in the peace, many of them. Then came the Babri verdict and we lost our faith over the judiciary in that verdict. Later on when it came to the CAA, we are certain that next they will be targeting the whole India. This time it was only confined to Assam, but the next time they will be targeting.
You mean the NRC, the National Citizens Register. Okay, tell us, so that's why all of you are agitating. In the end, Aysha and Ladida, you're 22 years old. You're both from Kerala?
Yeah, but
they're both married also?
Our family.
Families have supported?
Yeah,
Husbands have supported?
They are very proud of us.
Families are proud of
Yeah.
you? Husbands are proud of you?
Yeah.
Good to hear. What would you say to young women? What would you say to young women who have seen you become the face of this protest?
If you see any injustice in the society, don't think that you are a woman who someone will be telling like that, or someone will be telling that. Don't think of that. Just get out, raise your voice. Men will be making you sit inside, slow down your voice, because women are always told and they were always nurtured by telling that make your voice very low, keep respect men. But no, raise your voice. Wherever you wanted to raise the voice, raise your voice. It is your right, it is your voice. You can raise wherever no one is going to control over that.
Well done. And Aysha and Ladida and Shaheen, whom we all saw in that video being saved by these two young women, they're only 22. Remember when you were 22? Feel inspired, because no matter which side of the debate you are in this debate, and of course we're all saying that violence, arson is terrible and there should be an impartial inquiry to ascertain how it started. This is not about any of that, but this is about the women of Jamia, the young women of Jamia coming out and becoming the face of the protest and literally becoming the image that has defined this entire national debate.